I was trying to get down here to turn the music off. Mm. Well, hello. Is anybody out there? Oh, it looks like I'm in dark. It's daylight out. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Come on in. Hi to the two that are sitting there. I'm not sure who you are, but welcome and thank you. Um, I hope you all are doing well. Hope you're weathering the storms and whether it be rain, thunder, and lightning, tornadoes, or ice, sleet, and snow. It just looks like we're getting a combination of everything. So, Miss Malachi, I hope things are going good in the UK. I know Britain's getting some nasty weather over there right now and stuff. So, well, hi, Stans. How are you, honey? Hope you're doing well. No storms, just dust, huh? Well, we had some straight line winds come through here. They haven't reported no tornadoes near me anyway. I don't know if they got every place got straight line wind damages or what, but there's still a lot of people without power um, across the state of Tennessee. Um, some friends of mine that live out in the country. Hi, Harold. How are you? Um, they just got their power back on today. They was without power and Friday, which a lot of us lost power on Friday when the storms come through. Good afternoon, Miss Mary. You working on your arts and crafts? That woman's forever working on her arts and crafts. I got a roast cooking in the oven, y'all, and with them onions cooking in it, it's making me awful hungry. Them onions smell good cooking in that roast. So what's everybody up to today? I thought I'd just pop on here and do a live for a little bit and say hi, let y'all know that I'm still kicking and that I've missed everybody. You made you $60? That's awesome. All that snow shoveling you've been doing. You've been having to shovel a lot of snow. Hi, Brenda, and welcome. How are you today? I'm just hanging in there. I'm just sitting here not really doing a lot. A little sore. Overworked myself yesterday trying to get some stuff done here in the house. But it's heck when you lived a place for a while and then you start packing up stuff to get ready to relocate. I'm not going to stay in this apartment. I was not pleased at the repairs that they did here after all that water damage and the mold and stuff. So um, I'll be making a move here in the next couple of months. So hopefully everything will go good and according to plan. We just have to wait and see. I don't like moving, but sometimes you have to. I don't know what's going on with my birds over there. They're being extra, extra quiet today. For now, anyway. They may start up later. Y'all, I don't know. I know some of y'all have noticed that there's been a lot of train derailments lately and a lot of stuff going on everywhere. Um, I'm praying that Miss Phyllis and her family and everybody in Maryland um, are safe and okay, as well as people in Ohio with yet another train derailment. Tanker trucks exploding. I mean, wrecking and exploding. It's just, yes. And the fire in the Bronx, Miss Mary. Yeah, I seen that before you sent me the link, sweetie. Um, I'd seen that. I called because my son was in the Bronx at one time, but now he's in Manhattan, he said. So that's still no comfort or relief, I'm going to tell you. But it is sad that it's happening. And there was a fire at another food distribution center. Um, oh, Snickerdoodles. Where did um, Dabu say that was at? Let me look here on my phone and see if I can find that. No, I can't because I turned the Wi-Fi off on it and I silenced it. I have to look on my computer here. Let me downsize this a little bit. Um, it's just god awful, all the horrific stuff that is going on. I mean, it's like every couple of days you hear about a stinking train derailment, and um, they holler they want money for infrastructure. We need money for infrastructure. Okay, well, where's the money for infrastructure going? Because it's not going back into the infrastructure. Um, it's going into people's pockets, and it's really sad to see this happening to not just our country but other countries as well. So, what do you say, Mary? Yeah, lady said the place looks awesome. Uh, oh, you're still taking care of your neighbor's place. That's right. Um, but it's awful. It's just awful. All of this stuff, and but God says we're going to go through trials and tribulations, and He's working on trying to get some people removed and stuff, um, and letting them show their darkness and all their ugliness. So I'm looking back here in the history on my thing here for where see if I can find out where Dabu said that um, fire was at that food facility. Because well, I know why I can't share stuff too much anymore because I'm not giving StreamYard a credit card number for them just to go in there and take money off of the card at whim, and other people to take money off the card at whim. So I'm not on here enough to pay for over 20 hours enough of StreamYard. So I'm not going to do it. So let me see if I can figure out. Oh, that's okay. That was the fire in the Bronx that Mary was talking about. I couldn't remember if it was in the Bronx or if it was somewhere else, but apparently it is in the Bronx. So, um, which is really sad. Because, like I said, if it's not a train derailment, then it's a semi truck hitting a train or being stuck going across the tracks. and then the train plowing into it, and then they had the train that went off the tracks down in Florida and stuff. And it's funny how all this stuff is always around some kind of little bit of water. And then Dabu said yesterday he did a report that with all the rains and stuff going through here in Ohio and Kentucky, that the little dam that they built broke. So all that toxic stuff that they had behind the dam is now not behind the dam. It's all in the waterway. So ain't no telling where it's spreading to. And I tried looking up because somebody had reported okay, Harold. Um, somebody had reported too that there was a train derailment um, in the Tennessee and Mississippi area. I think it was at the border of Mississippi and Tennessee, down around Memphis, but I couldn't find nothing on it. I couldn't find nothing on it. I could find stuff, but it was from a ways back. It wasn't from the other weekend. So, you know, I'll get in touch with you after I get done with the live stream, Harold, and see what it is you needed. You needed an address. Hi, Sister Malachi. How are you? So awesome to see you in the chat room. I was going to send you a link to the live stream if you wanted to come up on the live stream, but I didn't know if you would be busy today. Because I know you've been taking dance classes and stuff over there. And hope everything's going good over there. You guys are staying warm and being safe. Because malicious intent and stuff is happening everywhere. Just everywhere. Yeah, I seen that Britain was getting some ice over there. Some nice size icicles and stuff. Mary, who are you saying hi to? Because if you spelt Malachi, you spelt that wrong. Autocorrect. See how she is, Malachi? You gotta love her. It's nice out here too. It's in the 60s here. Um, I think we're getting down into the 50s tonight, and a couple of nights though this week coming up. I think we're going to be dropping down into the 30s. And Friday night after the storm and everything hit, I have some clips from off my back deck cam. I'm going to load them to my YouTube channel. They're only like a minute to 2 minutes little clips of the rain when it was coming down out here. And I know Miss Stephanie in Idaho, they were getting some more cold weather. Went for a walk today. That's good. Malachi, you and Tommy been out. If you want me to send you a link, Malachi, to the for up here, if you do, I can pull up your email and send it to you. You can come up and visit with us for a few minutes. I know I would love to see you. You've been missed. Alrighty. Well, let me get it if I can get this stupid thing to work right. You bought her a sign for her garden? Oh, is that the address you need? I don't have her address. That's one address that I don't have. I'm trying to get my computer to work right. For some reason, it's not going to let me go to compose. Why is it? What is going on here? Something's going on with my thing. It's like finally it comes up right. Okay. Some now. Mary, I'm gonna go ahead and send it to you too, just in case you decide you want to come up too and talk about your arts and crafts or whatever y'all want to talk about. We don't have it ain't got nothing to do with anything in particular. But Harold's been busy over there on his channel. He doing all kind of stuff over there now. He's then got up in the big league. That's what he's done with all these different sales and stuff going on. Um, I hope Michelle's doing okay. I haven't seen her um, lately. I pray everybody's doing okay and stuff. Michelle, and thank you for the message that you left on my video from where I was without lights at. I got it. And I got, who else was it on there? Sister Malachi left a message on there. And then Sandra Moody. I pray she's doing all right as well. So, yeah. You are the little guy. You ain't the little guy, man. You're doing pretty good over there. You guys are staying busy. Deb is really staying busy. She's just all over the place. Well, hi, Heather. How are you doing? I hope things are going good down there in Texas. Hope you guys are being safe and pray nobody's got no more damage. Good gravy. I think we've all had enough damage. Yeah, I understand you being busy. Tell hubby I said hello. Sydney's looking forward to her birthday. She's wanting some more of those Lego sets to put things together. I told her she's starting to cost me a lot of money with these Legos. Money I really don't have right now to go spend on Legos. So once you put them together, you leave them set in there, and all they're going to do is collect dust. And Legos are hard to clean. Let me just tell you, Legos are hard to clean. Reach up here and put this light on because that way I'm not so much darkness. Is stepping outside. I just ate really fast. Okay, well, I sent you and Malachi the link, so if and when y'all decide you want to come up, it's fine. Uh, I was hoping to catch Malachi. I was hoping I got the time right because I tried to put everybody. I tried to put the time in all to like the Central, Eastern, Mountain, Pacific, and the UK. So I don't think I did too bad. How are you, beautiful?
Hi, how's
Nice
you?
to see you.
I was just going through the channels there. We're out shopping, And I went, that looks like Miss Kim. With a suit on. And I went, oh, she's live.
Yeah. I was trying to catch it early enough to where it wasn't too late over there for you, so
Yeah.
you could um, at least say hi in the chat room or something, or
Oh,
maybe
I
come up
chat.
on the panel. So I've missed you.
So you've got your electric back on?
Yeah, it came back on yesterday morning about 9, between
Uh-huh.
9 and 9:30.
How long were
Oh,
you
Miss
without?
Stephanie, I didn't see you pop in the chat room. Mr. Harold said he needs your address. I told him that was one I don't have. I got your email and your phone number, but I don't have any other information. Yeah, I know it's cold over there because I was watching, as I seen a video earlier saying that Britain was under a red alert, I guess, because of the weather,
I don't
and
know where
other
I'm
parts.
at. It is cold. It's today it was nice. It was sunny. And just as soon as I set foot outside the door, it started to rain, but then it went off. It stopped. So it was dry the whole time we were out. And then we're only back, we're not in that long. And then the rain started, but it's very cold. The temperatures, have dropped.
Yeah,
So I
yeah.
don't know whether we'll get snow. How long was your electric out?
Not even 24 hours, but people around here, they crack me up. What did you say? Okay, Idaho, that's fine if you want to do that, honey. Um, but people around here, they crack me up. The power was only off about 2.5 hours, and people were packing up and leaving already. They couldn't function without the power because they can't charge their cell phones, they can't charge their pads, and they can't get on the internet on their computers. Which I was happy, I was glad. I was like, maybe I'll stay out for a couple of days, I'll have a couple of days of peace and solitude around here. So, hi
Well,
Wendy, how are you?
you should always keep your phones charged,
Yeah,
and always have the wee battery packs in for charging your phones in case of an emergency. I've all
yeah,
my camping gear, and then I have, camping lights and camping gas stove and all to camp on if I need to, and the extra
mhm,
gas.
yeah,
And I have a coal fire, so it doesn't affect my heating at all. So
right, right,
if it goes out, it goes out. And then there's radios.
yeah.
There's board games.
Oh, me and Sydney, we sat here and played cards, and I thank goodness for Michelle and this little solar power radio because we had it going. And I'll tell you what, I left it playing all night long, and it was still going strong.
Yeah,
I was
just
like,
do something
awesome.
for
So,
the
and it's,
elders. Get up and have a boogie. Practice your dance moves. Get snakes and ladders out or game of Monopoly. There's plenty to do. Have fun.
yeah. Sydney and I, we sat here and we played war with cards, and um, we played Uno. I said, you'll have to refresh my memory. And nowadays, the kids in school, they're playing different from the way we play. So, and I was watching her and some of her friends that came by to visit her. They were sitting here on the floor playing it. So I kind of caught on to a couple of changes. So I played them on her, and she's like, and I'm like, well, that's what you were doing with your friends. So I thought it would be okay for me to do, you know? I started my tomato seeds today, and they're little. Oh, that's awesome.
Where is it?
Good for you, Wendy. A lot of oh, the chat line just, I mean, the chat just
Oh,
jumped big time.
hello,
Um,
Kim.
Where are we?
hi, Tommy.
Yeah,
Oh, God bless you, brother. It's so wonderful to see you. How you doing?
yeah, keeping well, Kim.
That's
I hope
good.
you're
You
keeping
gonna sing
well
for us
yourself.
today?
What's that?
I said you gonna sing us a song today?
Oh no, not today. No.
Ah,
He was off work
ah,
today.
I was
nice, nice.
we
It's
were
good
doing
to
a bit of
see you.
shopping earlier.
You went jogging?
Shopping.
Oh,
We were out
shopping.
shopping
Uh,
earlier.
Malachi had to get her some more of that perfume, huh?
I did.
Yeah. She's enough perfume now, Kim, to do her the rest of her life.
I bet so. She should have. She's
Honestly,
got a nice
you know,
collection.
if she lives to 80 or 90, she'll never go through all that perfume. She's got that many bottles of it now.
Oh my goodness gracious.
So I believe you've had a storm there and you were without power.
Yeah, it wasn't long. It was straight line winds took down some trees and stuff. Some of the power lines haven't all back up and running yet outside the city limits. There's a lot of trees down, a lot of trees on cars, houses, and things and stuff. And but everybody's, everybody that I could think of is doing okay. I'm checked in with friends and stuff. And I said, if I didn't hear from them this morning, I was going to go down to the country and check on them because I knew that something had to be wrong because it's not like them not to message me back and say, yeah, I'm okay. But I did get word that they were okay, and I talked to them. They just got their power back on today. So they got a little damage on the property. Some other properties down in the country's got some damage. But other than that, everybody's, what can you do? I mean,
I
you
know,
can't.
just the winter season, Kim, you get bad weather, don't you?
Yeah, well, we do, but we don't normally get the stuff like we got. It's if it's going to rain, I mean, they're ramping stuff up. The governments around the world, the elite around the world are ramping stuff up because their time is running short.
Yeah,
And everything that they're trying to push on us is backfiring on them for the most
yeah.
part. And
It's
I found out the other day that Elon Musk gave several satellites, Starlink satellites to the Ukraine to help them with implementing the digital ID crap that they're wanting to do. And I'm like, well, that's not cool. And then, there's just so much. It's so much. And it's just,
yeah, it's just
it's
a sign of the
overpowering.
time, isn't it? It's a sign of the times. All the Bible prophecies coming to pass.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, was Malachi telling you we've been doing dance lessons?
Uh-huh. Yeah. That's
But
awesome.
I was never a dancer, Kim. I never felt confident dancing. It just didn't come naturally to me. So even doing the dance lessons, I feel a bit stupid. I feel very awkward. But I'm trying. But it's I just find it difficult.
Yeah. You haven't learned the tango yet?
No, no. It just doesn't come naturally to me. I was always into sport when I was younger. I always played sport. That
Yeah.
came naturally to me, but dancing never came naturally.
Right.
So,
He's having a go.
but I'm just
Well,
going
it's
for a
good.
bit of fun. But I do find it very difficult.
Yeah. Yeah.
Trying to get the moves and trying to get the rhythm. But that's it.
Well, I have faith in you, Tommy. I know you can do it. He's like, I'm glad somebody's got faith in me because I just don't know. He wants to, but yet the challenge is still there.
Can you dance yourself, Kim? Can you?
I used to be able to dance really good until I can't dance as good as I used to after having knee surgery twice. But I still get up and try to move around a little bit.
Yeah. I guess as we get older, it gets harder, eh? You know.
Yeah, yeah. That's what I was telling Sydney. I told her, I said, don't get old. Getting old sucks. I said,
Yeah.
then all your bones and stuff start aching and stuff, depending on what kind of lifestyle you live prior to getting old, work and stuff that you did. Because it takes a toll on your body.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And
Well, I've always
anyway,
did physical work, so but it keeps me fit, that's a good thing about it. It keeps me reasonably fit,
yeah, yeah.
you
Ain't
know.
nothing wrong with that. Wendy, that's good to know that Amazon has got the 100-watt solar power for $84.
Oh, that's good. Yeah. Right,
Yeah,
I'll put
I
you back
know,
in the
Stephanie.
Cam. I'm gonna sit down in the chair here and relax, Kim, and you can have
Okay,
a chat.
sweetie. I love you.
Okay. God bless you, Kim. God
God
bless.
bless you too, Brother Tommy. It was wonderful to see you.
Yes, good seeing you too, Kim.
I'm still waiting for him to sing for me again. He's got a wonderful voice.
Oh,
He sings awesome.
No, it's out
And
like
look, there she goes with her perfume again. You ladies is already starting up your seeds and getting them ready. I put you on the big screen so you can show them your colognes and stuff
let
there,
us see
Miss Mom.
the bottles on it.
the bottles. These perfumes are not like the ones that I've been reviewing. I came across these today, so I
Uh-oh.
decided to go down and buy them and check them out. But no, they're not even in the same ballpark as the ones that I've been reviewing.
They're not bad,
No, I don't like them. They're very like cheap bottles, cheap lids.
Oh,
Even the sprayer, see that? It's plastic,
yeah.
not like the other ones at all. And two of them's okay. One of them I would only use for like room spray for freshening your room. But they're nowhere near as good as them other ones. Hi, they're making. I'm trying to find information out about the other ones. The company is Spanish.
Oh,
It makes it, and they supply Little's. Little's is a small like supermarket chain over here, and they have Little's in a few other countries as well, except America. It's a
yeah.
German company, but this perfume supplier, how they're doing this, I don't know, but it's top quality perfume for a very cheap price, and it's the best clone of some of them really expensive, well-known perfumes that I've came across. So if
Yeah.
I see a bargain, I'm going to let everybody know about the bargain and where to get it.
Right. Right.
Uh-huh.
Miss Stephanie, did you want a link for the chat room? I mean, for the live stream? I figured I didn't know what you were doing today, and I didn't want to contact you at the last minute and say, "Hey, I'm going live. Do you want to pop up?" But anyway, I'm glad that you ladies. I'm glad that y'all are getting your seeds and stuff started. I haven't done nothing because I don't think I'm going to put out much of nothing this year because I'm going to be hopefully moving in June. So it's going to be hard for me to get my stuff moved, packed up and moved the way it is a little long trying to grow plants out here. So, and if my brother and them buy the house that they want, then next year I'll be able to plant some stuff at his house and stuff, and have him section me off a little place for a herb garden and stuff at his house and stuff, which would be nice.
Well, I just went out yesterday and got all the borders and all weeded and all the garden done. Tommy cut the grass couple of days ago. So I have the garden all tidied up and all looking nice, you know.
Nice.
So I don't know whether I'm going to try growing tomatoes this year again or not, because the effort I put in last year and I got very little out of them. Uh,
Uh-huh.
the zucchini now, I got a couple of zucchini, so I might plant them again. But see all this in and out and watering and feeding and this, that, and the other. I'm a good gardener, but I'm a lazy gardener. I like
Well,
everything pristine, but I want to
yeah.
be able to leave it for a couple of weeks and it looks after itself. You know what I mean? Not out twice a
Yes,
day
ma'am.
watering. You know, I just couldn't be annoyed with that.
I
I have a
gotcha.
flower garden, not a vegetable patch. You know what I mean? It's all
Yeah.
flowers, you know, shrubs and stuff and trees. I find now my daddy was a great gardener. He could grow everything. We never bought potatoes, lettuce, tomatoes, onions, radishes. He grew everything. And so he would go out to the garden, dig up what we needed for that day. And that was it. We never bought any of that in the supermarkets. But I find it hard. The last time I planted lettuces, the slugs ate them.
Uh-huh. Harold, I was trying to look in here to see if I had your information to send you Stephanie's link. I'll have to do it after I end the live stream, dear, but she sent it to me. Um, I can't see nothing. I got too many windows open over here.
So here,
Uh,
I've been
you have a
watching.
great evening too, and be careful out there, Harold.
Have you been
Uh,
watching the Murdoch trial?
been watching the what?
The Murdoch trial?
He got 2 consecutive life sentences. If
That
you're
was
talking about the
lovely.
redheaded guy, the one that killed his wife
Yeah.
and his kid, yeah, the judge give him 2 consecutive life sentences.
Why he didn't give him the death penalty, I don't know, because he deserved it.
Yeah, well, that's something I don't understand. Our governor here, or not our governor, but some representatives here in this state is wanting to bring back the firing squad
Hmm.
and hanging.
Yeah.
I'm like, if people are already on death row and they've been convicted for, why do they have to sit there for years and years and years? That
I
makes no
agree.
sense to me.
I
I
agree.
mean, uh, it doesn't make no sense to me as well as it doesn't make sense to a lot of other people. You know,
Hmm.
if you're convicted for first degree murder or um whatever it is that you got convicted for, and you know they're going to tell you you're sentenced to life in prison plus a day. I mean,
And who's going to pay for that? Who's paying for all their dental and their medical and their food and everything that they need while they're in there?
yeah,
The
we do.
taxpayers. You know,
Yeah,
I don't mind them, you know, go on the legal route for their appeal and this, that, and the other. But once that's done, that's it. Take them out and get it sorted. Why
right.
waste taxpayers' money? You know what I mean? And there's some of them are just total psychopaths and they're never going to change. It's the same here. You know, life doesn't mean life here. Life means you get 16 years, and within that 16 years, you're home every weekend. It's a joke, and it's a holiday camp here. There's no deterrent. No deterrent.
Oh, okay, Stephanie. Well, I'm sorry it didn't notify you after you, because it didn't show that anybody had hit the notification button. I'm sorry that they didn't notify you, but I know you're a busy woman. You keep yourself very busy. What evidence showed in that trial that he murdered? I don't know because I didn't follow it that close. I just happened to read about it. or to actually see a little video clip in the short videos where the judge sentenced him to life on both counts.
I
It's trying to
think they're going
read.
to go after his son next.
It costs us an average of $175,000 per prisoner to house in jail a year. Yeah, that's messed up. Yeah, YouTube and everything's been acting up. Mary and I were talking. I was trying to do a live stream on my phone from the car. And usually, when you do a live stream, it'll tell you to rotate your camera, instead of holding it straight up like this, to rotate it this way. And mine didn't want to work. And I couldn't leave it like this because you couldn't see nothing. And so, because I was driving and I was trying to do a live stream to show to do a little news report, about what happened around here and some of the trees down and stuff like that. But we got caught up in some traffic because a lot of the traffic lights were tore up and everything. You had all kind of different stuff just blown down and around everywhere and snapped. A lot of businesses are still shut down because they're still waiting to get power back up and running. So they got to go. We had to have people come from, I think they said out of state to come in and help with some of the power outages and stuff because East Tennessee got hit pretty bad too. And Kim Treadway is over there, and I pray that her and her family are safe, and everybody else in the path of any of these storms. I pray that everybody is safe.
See, our electric isn't overhead. Our electric cables are under the ground. And
Yeah, I remember you told us. Yeah, I remember you telling me that a long time ago, and I was like, that's a good idea to have them underground. It's a lot safer for one, and you don't have to do a lot of repair work if it's underground versus where here in the US everything's above the ground, except for your natural gas lines. They don't have them above ground, but they have the taps and stuff that, where they tap into it and stuff. But other than that, no, everything else is above the ground because, American people, some of them, I don't know. I'm not going to say they're stupid, but the way some of the people go about doing things is stupid, And it's like I was talking to somebody today. I said, I said, we haven't lost one generation or two generation of people. We've lost 3 generations. Because if you stop and think about it, a lot of people, they just don't have common sense. They can't think for themselves. And when you try to talk to them, they get all self-defensive and mad and angry and frustrated, and they're right and you're wrong. And it's hard to talk to a lot of the younger generation. From my point of view, anyway, from 30 and younger, it's hard to talk to them. It is because they're so used to having electronics around them all the time and consumed of what the schools have taught them and stuff. So you have a lot of people that are upset with the school boards and stuff. You've got people that are threatening harm to some of the school board members and stuff because of the stuff they're wanting to teach these kids. Yeah, Stephanie, the TV, the internet. Yeah.
Do you remember when we were young? Our internet was the street. That was our social networking. You went out, rocked the door, come on out and play. You were playing with the football. You were playing skipping. You were playing tag. You were playing hide and seek.
Yeah.
And everything. And you played until dinner time. And you come in and something to eat, and then you were straight out until you were called in for bed. And the kids were fitter, the fresh air, they were running about in fields all day and all, and
Yeah.
catching fish and river jumps, and we had Tarzan swings in the trees and that.
Hmm.
And
Yeah.
we had a great. I feel sorry for the kids now. There's just no
Yeah.
sense of funness. It's sitting looking at
A
a
lot of
screen.
kids now, they can't even, you can't even do the jump rope with them because they can't even jump rope, you
Mhm.
know. And Miss Stephanie, you're right. Back in the 50s, the TV shows did have morals, but um, over time, the morals got pushed aside because we don't have enough people with the backbone or the cojones to stand up and fight back against it. And the ones that do, they get smacked down and punished. So for wanting to stand up to them, uh, most houses, most housing developments have underground utilities. However, in rural areas, the cost to run those lines are um, they cost. I guess they cost more. So most of the U.S. cities are urban. It's it is mountains and prairies or deserts. Oh, okay, Wendy. I did not know that because I don't travel around the U.S. I would like to travel around the U.S., but I'm gonna tell you what. Right now, I mean, I would like for me and Sydney to go on vacation, but I just don't. I don't feel safe. You have to watch everything you do, every move you make, and you have to watch everybody around you anymore. Because my personal self, and this is just me, I've said it for a long time. We're being infiltrated by people coming in across our open borders over here, and it's not good. And a lot of these people are not here for good reasons. They're not here to claim asylum. They're here to be very malicious and vindictive. Uh,
Same here. It's the same here.
and
We're sneaking them in flights at night and putting them up in the hotels, and they're going mad in the hotels and wrecking the hotels. And
yeah, and then
they won't put it on the news. They're hiding it all. So
yeah,
it's people with phones, or cameras in their phones are recording it and putting it up on Facebook and sending it to their friends and stuff. That look at what's going on here.
uh-huh. Well, they did a report on New York at one of the big motels up there in New York about them being there and how they just kind of just took it over, you know. And doing whatever they want. And the food that they get sent to them, they're just throwing it in the trash.
Mhm.
And Miss Idaho said that she hasn't watched TV in since 2009, around February and March. Um, yeah, a lot of things that I watch is, if I watch anything, is like the new sci-fi movies and stuff. And I There's so many things I could say, but I'll probably get myself in trouble if I say some stuff on here. Uh,
No.
there's a lot of things we want to say and do, but we have to step with caution and proceed with care. So,
Mhm.
um, but I pray that Miss Phyllis and her family is okay. I haven't heard from her in a few days, and I'm getting a little worried about her.
Mhm.
Um,
Hopefully she'll be okay. Just taking a wee break.
Mary says people say all kind of things when they realize they don't have television. Well, down in Polk, I think it's Polk County, Florida. They had just made another big arrest with through the pedophile rings,
Oh,
um, and They were showing the head officer was showing pictures of some of the people that they want, but they didn't travel to meet with the undercover agent. So hopefully they will be able. And one of these guys that he showed was a correctional officer, and the correctional officer tried to put from Colorado, and he tried to put the blame on his 18-year-old son that was looking at the pornography and stuff on the internet. I was like, man, that's pretty messed up when you want to put it off on your 18-year-old child, and you've already been brought up on previous charges and you're convicted, but yet you're a correctional officer. How does that work? And you're still in the game? That's pretty jacked up. So you never know what levels of pedophiles are where, and for them to want to legalize pedophilia is just it's really despicable. It's
It is
despicable.
going to be legalized. It's been in the European high courts, the bill, for quite a few years now, and they are claiming the same rights as the homosexuals, and they will get it. So it's only a matter of time.
And don't they know by legalizing that, of course they know by legalizing it is saying, yeah, it's okay no matter what age the child is, whether it's 5 days old or 10 years old. Um
Yes.
it's okay. But
Well, I
in
don't
the
care what
end
anybody thinks.
in the end, when they start taking people out, not just Christians and stuff, but they're also going to take the pedophiles. So, and the LGBTQ community, they're going to be along with the Christians, they're all going to be the first ones to go. So why are you asking for all these rights when a lot of people in the LGBT community are against a lot of stuff that they're pushing? You know, everybody has a right to be whoever they want to, but it's just, um, I it's not up to me to pass judgment on anybody. I'm going to let the Lord handle that because He knows who needs to be judged. So,
Anybody messes with my grandkids, they won't be messing with anybody else's by the time I'm finished.
well, when people like that, I always said they needed to be decapitated. Their things need to be cut off of them and shoved down their throat or whatever. But yeah, yeah. I feel the same way, but um, if we go out there and take matters into our own hands, who's the ones that's going to get in trouble? Who's the ones that's going to end up incarcerated? We are,
I would gladly do
you
the rest
know,
of my life in prison.
and
Gladly, because there's going to be nobody touching my kid or grandkids. Nobody. And that's the end of it.
yeah,
The
and
government and Her Majesty's service can do whatever they like with me after that. But that will be one less to worry about. Uh, that's why they're putting all these filthy books into schools and everything and sending these weirdos in to the classrooms and all to prepare everybody for this. Well, God help them if they ever come into my, I hear that they've been into my grandkids' classroom because I will be straight up to the school.
yeah. Well, the state of
They will hear
Tennessee has
good
put
words of godly instruction from me very loudly.
the state of Tennessee, the governor and them has put in a new bill to stop the LGBT community for having children come in to watch their shows and stuff like that, and which that that should be illegal. I
Mhm.
mean, if you can't take your child into a bar because you're going into a bar, but you can take them to an LGBT community, which, I mean, like I said, I'm not judging nobody, to each their own. If that's the road you choose to go, that's your decision. But um, you don't take your infant children and your little small 1, 2, and 3 year old children, or even all the way up, you don't take them to that type of stuff and then let them be exposed to that. You may think it's funny and hilarious now, but that's going to have an everlasting effect on them, and it's going to cause you as a parent a lot of heartache and grief, you know. So that's my opinion, and opinions are like buttholes, and everybody's got one. So,
When they're
um,
dying, when their kids are dying of AIDS in the future, they'll have a lifetime of regret of not bringing them up properly when they were young and doing their best to protect them from all of that.
yeah, right, Stephanie. I mean, we all U.S. citizens. We all have a legal right, um, and we don't need to be put in special groups. Don't need to be called out in special groups and stuff.
Do you want to sit here and watch TV?
Yeah, I know it is set up for us to all fight and stuff. I mean, I have people in my family that are gay. Uh, I don't love them any more or any less than I always have. Um, when they were younger, they were out being promiscuous and doing things. But now that they got older, they're kind of toned it all down and not flaunting it as much as they did. Um, and stuff. So,
I used to
but
play pool for a pool team, right? And I had my own pool team at one time. And the two of the girls in my team were lesbians.
mhm,
And they were very good friends of mine. We could talk openly, about anything. And I used to keep them going and they used to keep me going. But they respected me and I respected their right to whatever they chose to do. They didn't
yeah,
do it out in public. They didn't do it, rubbing anybody's nose in it. The same way a heterosexual wouldn't be getting up to behaviours like that in public. You know, there's morals when you're out in public.
yeah,
And they turned around. I was sitting talking to one of the girls one night about it. And she says, because this guy came into the bar and he was all like this, and all camp and he was all over the place. And she says, Angela, see people like that, gays like that, gay people don't like them. They give gay people a bad name. You
yeah.
don't need to
You're
behave
right,
like that and
Stephanie.
get on like that and dress like that and be out there like that if you're gay. You do not need to do it. She says, and gay people, a lot of them can't stand them.
Yeah. Um, I was going in Kroger's yesterday, and I stepped out of the car, and Sydney and I were going in, and I just happened to look up, and there come this guy. This I was At first I thought he was in a kilt, and I had to look again. And I was like, no, that's not a kilt. He's, he's okay, okay.
There's a wee guy over here, right? And I'm sure he's in his 60s. And in the winter, right, somebody videoed him, right, coming out of a garage and put it up
Um,
on Facebook. And there he was, big fat belly hanging out the front and a big fat butt. And he was wearing a pink boob tube and pink shorts with sandals. And he's coming out of the garage and they're leaning out the car door going, all right, you big laddie, oh, you some butt on you. And he turned
yeah,
around and he the bird. And it's so up, so it is on Facebook. And I'm going, he needs locked up. He needs in somewhere. If that was a relative, middle of January, running about like that, he's a
yeah,
head case. Now, if I was in the garage with my grandkids, I would have lit on him.
yeah,
And it
yeah.
says, I'm not going to have you dressed like that in front of my grandchildren.
All right.
But be ashamed of yourself. Now go to your doctor and get medical help because there's something wrong with your head. That's
Yeah,
not acceptable. Being dressed like that out in public.
yeah. Well,
Would you
that's
mind?
just like that teacher that they have here in the US in one of the states that had a breast implant. and the boobs like come way out to like way out here, and it's a machine shop. And he teaches machine shop to the students, but the students want to make fun of this person all the time, and parents want them gone. And I mean,
See,
everything right
Trish,
now
if
is
Trish,
whatever
if
was
you're right
whatever
about that,
was condemned bad is now condemned good, and whatever was condemned good is now condemned bad. And
if you're
yes, Stephanie, it does depend on a person's character. I mean, I know a lot of people here um, that swings both ways. One minute you may see them with the same sex partner. Next time you see them, they may be with a different partner. But um, all in all, they're a good person. The person is a good person. Got to. And I don't, it's just, like I said, it's to each their own. Uh,
I think of it this way. If you're a man and you want to dress like an imbecile, I mean, they're not even good looking dressed up as a woman. They're pretty ugly. They are stupid. They stand out like a sore thumb, right? And they look
well,
like an idiot.
there's some
Then
that
when they do
yeah
that, then they can't complain about people laughing at them, jeering at them, and making fun at them because that's exactly what they're attracting. So they're causing it themselves,
yeah
and it's like some of these women, in the Me Too movement and all,
mm,
they can't show enough cleavage. Their
yeah
skirts are way up their backside. Oh, but don't you look at them?
yeah
If you're
yeah
a man, don't you look at them?
yeah.
You know what I
But
mean? If you want to dress like a hooker, love, you know what I mean? Don't be complaining when men are looking at you as if you're a hooker. Learn how to
mm,
dress respectably.
yeah yeah
So, but don't be complaining about it, if you're going to get attention because you're
yeah
wearing a mini skirt and your boobs is hanging out and they big
yeah
stupid heels and all,
yeah
fake teeth, fake boobs, fake hair out to here and all. You want to dress like that? Who are you going to impress?
yeah.
Dirty men, because
Well,
you're dressed like a
they
dirty
have
woman.
a they have what they call impersonators. They dress in drag, and they impersonate, like artists and stuff like that. And a lot of them, I mean, I've went to a couple of shows with my brother up in Nashville back when I was in my 20s, and he didn't tell me what kind of show we were going to watch. He just said we're going up here to this nightclub, and um, at first I felt uncomfortable, but I mean, everybody was nice. There was no hatred being spewed or slurred words or anything like that. I was just there to watch, and I'm like, man, these guys, they dress better than I do, and they look a hell of a lot better than I do when they do their makeup and their hair, and they're impersonating Dolly Parton, they're impersonating Cher, and just all these different artists and stuff. And I'm like, holy smoke, man, they went through a lot to be able to do that. But so sometimes you just never know. You might be seeing the real individual, but you also might be seeing an impersonator posing as that person. So you just don't never know, you know.
I feel
And
sorry for the men nowadays. You know what I mean? Because they could be dating somebody, the trans testicles.
well, all I can say on that is Sodom and Gomorrah.
Yep.
And I'm going to leave it at that. And
Yep.
we're going to change the subject before we get into some deep kimchi here.
That's our rant over.
Well, we can get off track, but what we say in private's one thing, but what we say in public is a whole different another ball field. So we have to be careful. Not trying to offend nobody, not by no means. Because like I said, everybody has their own way of thinking and living their life, and um,
Free will,
yeah,
but as long as they are not, or as long as their behavior is appropriate around children, you work away. Free will. Do it in your own house. Do it in private. That's none of my business. God gave every one of us free will, but there's
yeah,
consequences to our choices, and we
right,
all need to know that.
right,
I don't hate on anybody, but there's things that I don't respect,
mm,
in behavior wise, and especially around young children. And I'm not going to change.
yeah,
I
yeah,
have a duty to protect, young children, and not learn tell them the truth and tell them what the Bible says about all this. I
right,
have a duty also, which I sat down with, you know, there was a girl that I knew, she was gay, and we had a conversation in my living room one night for 4 hours about all this. And I told her what God thought about it and everything. And at the end of it, she started crying. She got up and she hugged me and she thanked me for sitting talking to her. A
yeah,
lot of people, oh, you can't approach that subject with them, a load of nonsense, if you approach people in a nice way, you know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah,
They're approachable, to you, and, will listen to what you have to say. And you
right.
can listen to them too. What was their reasoning? Why did they go that way and that? And you just have to see them as a human being.
You just have to love them, irregardless. Judge not, yet you be judged,
Yeah.
and just let God handle it, because you can lead a horse to the water, but you can't make them drink. And um, this, how do I want to put this? Let's just change the subject, because I'm going to say something that's going to piss somebody off. It'll probably piss me off, and then I'll go on a big rant. So I'm just going to change the subject on that right now, because, yeah, I'm going to let my mouth overload my butt. Ain't got enough anymore. Uh, but yeah,
So I
there's just
thought,
all kind of weird, crazy stuff going on everywhere. So y'all just be prepared, stay cautious, and watch your surroundings, and um, because you
stay
just,
close to the Lord.
yes, yes. The times are fast approaching us, to where a lot more stuff is going to start happening globally, uh, as this mess continues to unfold worldwide. And you're going to start seeing a lot more people being taken down in different countries and stuff, and people resigning. There was a guy that killed himself in his home the other day, and he was a high ranking official, but he suicided himself out. So it said. I don't know. So,
It's sad because when they get caught doing things, and finally everything catches up with them, they think suicide is the way to escape. But it isn't. Suicide, once they take their last breath this side of eternity, it's their first gasp in hell on the other side. So these
yeah,
murderers that think so I can escape justice, they're really
yeah.
jumping into God's justice straight into hell. So
Hmm.
I feel sorry for the families, that didn't get their day in court and stuff with them,
All
but
right.
they need to know that God is the judge over all judges,
Hmm.
and believe me, if you knew what hell was like, a glimpse of hell, that's where they jump straight into.
I
They don't
wanted
believe.
I wanted to mention I wanted to mention something too while I was doing this live stream, that there was an update on the Oak Ridge fire that happened over at the Y12 building, um, at the uranium plant here in Tennessee. They said that they had contacted the head of the board back in, I think it was 2016 or something like that, and telling them that there could be a possibility of some issues, and nobody done nothing. Nobody done nothing. They just kind of blew it off. There was no updates done. Here it is, the article. Let me pull it up here. I wished I could share it. Well, the only way I can share it is by dropping the link in the chat room. Nuclear Oversight Board reported concerns months before the Y12 uranium fire. And on November the 18th of 2022, they identified 15 such incitements on the Y12 between 2016 and 2021. But the Defense Nuclear Facility Safety Board conducted independent analysis and made recommendations to the Secretary of Energy and the President. The reports were provided to Knoxville News a week after the fire at one of the Y12's uranium processing buildings, put local and state emergency responder agencies on standby. So this is, I will copy and paste the link for any of y'all that want to read this, and you're more than welcome to read it all, and share it with people. So I'm going to copy and paste it in the chat room. And that way you all can read it at your own discretion. Because a lot of times I send stuff to myself in emails and I want to share with y'all, but I don't want to get kicked off of YouTube or something. So, and sometimes I remember them and sometimes I don't. And this is, because you know me, I haven't been doing live streams very much lately. So I've about lost interest in it to a certain point. But that's the link in the news article. Let me make sure it works. Yes, it worked. Okay. So the link in the chat room does work, y'all. I just clicked on it and made sure it worked. So
I got another gas stove today.
You got another what?
Gas stove, for camping.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nice. A little one-eye burner.
Yeah. I'm going to give my other one that I have to my friend Lenny. He just bought a new tent, so he did. So he's going camping with us.
Oh, how is he doing?
He's in Spain.
He's in Spain. Wow.
Yeah, on holiday. That's about his 4th or 5th holiday this year.
Oh, wow.
So he sent me photographs of, the swimming pool and all. It's sunny and warm over there.
Oh. Well, you tell him Miss Kim said hi. Don't be using the fart spray.
Do you know what I'm going to do?
Ain't no telling with you what you're going to do. I'm afraid to ask.
I'm gonna get an air horn.
Oh
Do you know
no.
one of them ones that really
Yeah.
blasts loud? And I'm gonna wait till he's sleeping, and I'm gonna do that.
Oh my goodness. You'll wake up everybody at the campsite. They'll be giving you a hard way to go, sister.
I'll just say
You'll
it
be like,
wasn't
what
me.
is this psycho woman done did? She out here beating pans with a thing, waking people up and fart spraying and spraying it in the tent.
You know what I'm going to get to? Have you ever seen the wee videos of the what do they call them? It's this tube of nuts that's covered in this really, really hot chili powder, and it's a tube of death or something. And they're all
Um,
doing challenges, eating the whole tube. Well,
oh,
I'm going to get them, right? And I'm going to get ordinary nuts, and I'm going to put them in a bowl for each of us, a bowl each. But I'm going to put one or two of those nuts in Nanny's bowl.
oh my God.
Has to be done. Has to
It
be
has,
done.
it just has to be done, she says. I tell you, her friend Lenny catches hell from her sometimes. She,
He does it with me too.
yeah, but it doesn't get video recorded and posted. Not that I'm aware of, unless it's on his channel.
Tube of Death, they call it. You can watch it on YouTube. All
Yeah.
these challenges, these headers sitting and the water streaming down their face and their whole head's bright red.
Oh my gosh, I couldn't do it. I'm doing good to have black pepper on stuff, and every once in a while a little bit of cayenne pepper on something, but um, that's about it for me as far as peppers go, hot peppers anyway.
Well, me
Um,
and Tommy went out for a meal to the wee Thai restaurant close to us here,
uh,
and we decided to have Thai green curry because we hadn't tasted it before. And
uh-huh.
the two of us were sitting eating it, and I looked, and there was a bit of red chili, and there was a bit of green chili, and I ate it, and I went, "Oh, taste that chili." I says, "It isn't that hot." And he says, "It's fine." So he tastes a bit, and he goes, "Yeah, that's not too bad." So there's wee red one sitting, and I taste a bit of that, and he says, "That's not too bad either." The next one I ate, oh my goodness. Nose was running, my eyes were streaming, I was bright red. The heat kept getting hotter and hotter in my mouth, and I go, "Water, water." I started to panic. Honestly, I never had anything as hot in my life. So that was it. No more eating the chilies. Oh, they're
It has a
lethal.
way to come back and bite you, for sure.
Oh,
Oh my gosh, that's funny. Leave it to Malachi. I had a bunch of stuff bookmarked too, but I don't even remember. It's old news now because it should have been stuff that should have been shared months and months and months ago. Uh, yeah, because there's the what was that? Where did just I'm waiting for something to pull up. It was about the uranium fire because I saved the article. Um,
do you not think it's
it,
really funny about all these train crashes happening all of a sudden, derailing?
plane crashes. Yeah,
Train.
well, they had a plane that crashed over here with a bunch of representatives on it that were going to Ohio up there, and every one of them perished.
I'm talking about the train.
The trains are going off the rails everywhere. Because I
All of
seen
a
where they
sudden.
were going off the rails over in Greece and over
Yeah,
there in the UK, and
yeah.
um, we've had 54,000 train derailments in the last 10 years. That's a lot of train derailments in a 10-year expand. That's like one every other day.
Well, I'm just thinking, I need to get a life insurance policy out in Tommy, because when you're 60 over here, right, you get this wee card, and it means you can travel anywhere you want in Northern Ireland free on the train or on the buses. And
Yeah,
he's just started doing these trips on the trains. So I should
yeah.
get a life insurance and policy, take it out. Encourage him to go out a wee bit more for this.
I know you just did not say that up here on public on this a public announcement. Oh my goodness. I don't know if I could edit that out, y'all. I don't know how to do all that editing and stuff. Tommy, she did not mean that. So if you rewatch this, honey, you know she loves you. Now, just for that, he's going to take a policy out on you, Missy. He probably already does, and you just don't know it.
Do you know what was funny? We've been sitting watching, that trial this week, and there's a few other ones that's been going on in America about these stories and all. And I'm going, honestly, it's ridiculous. All these men murdering their wives and this, that, and the other. So we've been sitting talking about, watching these things all the way. So we're in the car the day, and I notice this, the wee air freshener you hang off your mirror. Gives me there isn't much smell of that. We need to get a new one. So I bought a new one in the shop. So I comes out, I'm sitting in the car and I'm trying to get, the wee elastic off the mirror of the old one. And all of a sudden he says here, and he pulls a knife out of the side of the door. And it's about this size. And he goes, press the wee button and it flicks out. And he says, use that. And I'm going, we're watching all them murder things about murdering your wife and all. And you've got a knife in the car.
Oh, wow. Wow. My goodness, my goodness. You just never know. You never know.
Here's me. Are you going to take me to Burger King first and get a feed? I says, and then do me in on the way home.
I'm glad I don't eat at Burger King.
Well, we tried their meat-free big Whopper burger things. They were delicious. Really smoky flame grill flavor, and you want to see the size of them.
Yeah.
I got one today, and they were lovely. Really nice.
Oh,
you're better than the meat one.
You're experimenting with that new meat that or whatever it is that they're putting out.
I love it. And he likes it.
Malachi, sister, I need to reach across the pond and knock some sense into you. Stop eating that.
It is tasty now. Tommy the last time got a meat burger and I got the meat free. And I says, oh, you want to taste? As soon as you bite into it, you get this mouthful of smoky, the smoky flavor. And here's me, that's absolutely delicious. So today he got the meat free one to try it. And he said that tastes even better than the meat.
No.
It is.
I don't know. I don't think I can go with that plant-based meat stuff.
Try it. Don't knock it till you try it. Try it and taste it and see what you think.
No. I'll bypass that for now. Now, if I have to, if it's a last resort and I have to eat something, I would try it. But I'd rather just go make me a mud pie dirt sandwich. Might as well to eat the same stuff.
When he eats, he says the meat one, there's like an aftertaste because of the fat in the meat in his mouth. But with the meat-free one, he doesn't get that.
Well, Huh.
said was really good. So he's sold on it now.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't even eat at Burger King, so I don't eat at McDonald's. I give those restaurants up a long time ago.
I don't like
So,
McDonald's. Tommy will eat now and again McDonald's, but I don't like it. Our McDonald's food does not taste the same as your McDonald's food. There's a whole lot of different ingredients in it. We're
it's all
very, they're
soy
very,
based it's all soybean based product. Their meat and stuff is. Well, it was. I don't know what it is now. So, um, you
KFC,
know,
Colonel Chicken, love it. Always
they
did.
tore our KFC down here. As a matter of fact, they just tore down our um, Shoney's restaurant that we had down here that closed when COVID hit, and it never reopened. So it's been sitting there on that corner lot empty for the last 2 or 3 years, and they just tore it all down. I said, I remember when that was the hot spot when I was a kid, and the waitresses and stuff would come out on their roller skates and had the Shoney big boy doll thing up there spinning around on it, and would give away the Shoney's piggy banks and stuff like that. And then they did it, and they took away with the drive through part and made it an indoor restaurant. And well, now it's just gone. We
Mhm.
went down there yesterday, and I pulled up at Captain D's, and I was like, where did they didn't took out Shoney's? I just happened to look up. I seen part of the building still standing. I was like, holy snap. And they took down the Kentucky Fried Chicken and put in, I don't know, some other kind of restaurant. And they keep building all these other gas stations around here. And I'm like, you got a gas station every 4 or 5 buildings down. There's a different gas. Like, why are you building all these gas stations if you're going to do away, with the New Deal? Then why are you still building all these gas stations when
Mhm.
you should be building electrical stations for your electric cars that like to burn up?
Mhm.
I I don't think it's going to go over too well. I really don't.
Well, I've seen a couple of them electric cars over here, the Tesla. They are really nice, but see, the battery in the car is worth more than the car.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I don't
Well,
see
Miss
them ever.
Stephanie said she was still listening. Miss Mary, you still out there? It says there's 4 people watching. I guess it's myself and Malachi and I don't know. I don't know who's watching. Says we still got 4. We only had like 6 or 8 people in here to start with, but um, it keeps flipping back and forth, so people just keep flipping in and out. So hi to you. I pray you're doing okay, whoever you are. Miss
I
Mary,
don't.
where did you go?
Is she there?
I I don't know. I don't know if she's still there or not. I know Stephanie said she was working and doing some stuff, but she was still listening. Stephanie's like, I'm here. I figured you was, sweetie.
So we're
She's
going to
such a
dance
sweetheart.
class on Wednesday night this week. They're changing this from Monday night to Wednesday night, and it's a longer class. We'll be doing a bit of line dancing as
Oh,
well in this one, so that'll be fun.
sounds fun.
So I'll have to get a
Feeding
pair
and
of
watering the chickens. My brother said when he gets a place, he wants to have a good enough sized backyard to where maybe he can get him a couple chickens. Um, but this other house that he went to look at, I don't know. I don't know that I would want to have any chickens in that neighborhood.
Where are you thinking of moving to?
Huh?
Where are you thinking of moving to?
On a desert island.
I'm coming.
Where it has no cell phone towers, no internet, no nothing. Just
My bag's ready.
your bags are ready. And Mary says, I'm ready. I wished it was that simple.
I know.
Oh, goodness. No, I thought about moving over towards the foothills of the mountains, but with all the stuff that's going on, and I I decided not to move over near the foothills of the mountains, um, because you have the small CERN over there in the foothills of the mountains, and you have the uranium plant and all this other stuff. Yeah, I don't think over there is where I want to go. So, but I'll have to be somewhere nearby to where if my brother needs me for my mom, um, I can. Let me see who this is. I can be there for them. Who is it? Who is it? Who is it? Yeah. Her package up there. Oh. Okay. I was gonna grab it, but she said you grab it. But it's a big box. It's a big box. You can see it. Oh, it's not that big. Very light. Dang, you scared me. Ow, 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 ow. Ow. Shit. My ankle went out. Down. What is this? It's what just set it down there. It's for when she comes back. Which ow, neighbor? Ow, ow, ow. Which neighbor? I'm gonna have to. You still alive? Yeah. Oh, y'all, I am so sorry. I went upstairs to get the package from a neighbor that's out of town. Got back down to the last bottom step and fell.
Oh,
Uh,
you hurt yourself?
yeah, I re-injured my right knee again.
Get some ice on it, some frozen peas or something.
Yeah, Sydney, can you get my knee brace and the ice packed? It's in that red bag right there. Right here? Yes, ma'am. Yeah, I'm gonna. I think I'm gonna go ahead and shut down the live stream, but I can
Yeah.
still talk with you. Oh, if you get chickens, have to have. Oh yeah, he was gonna. Yeah, he would have bought him a little chicken coop. Oh gosh, man, that hurt, y'all. I stepped down off the step. I was at the second step, and I put my left leg down, my left foot down, and then when I went to go put my right foot down, my right ankle twisted, and I just fell right off the flipping steps.
Jeez,
So
girl.
no. I need the ice pack, the black ones that goes with this. This has got a pump to it that um, you put the ice pack on it, and then you wrap it around you, and then you pump it up tight
Well, they're good and
and
cold.
stuff. And my neighbor's like, "Oh my God, Miss Kim, did you just fall? Let me let me try to help you up." I said, her little boy was trying to help me. He's only like 6. He's like, "I got her, Mom. I got Miss Kim." Bless his heart. He cated. He was trying to help me up. I was like, just let me grab a hold of the step railing. I should be okay. Yeah, I'm going to be in pain later. It's already in pain. Uh, I told y'all I'm a walking accident waiting to happen. I could trip over air. Ain't no doubt. Whew. Well, Miss Stephanie, I'm gonna get ready to end the live stream, but you have the link to the chat room. So if later on this evening or something, just shoot me a text message and I'll let you know if I still have it open, and we can chit chat and stuff. And I will get that information sent to Harold for you. And because that was, I didn't have your info. He said he needed an address, but I didn't have your address. But I have it now because I did get the email. So, but Miss Mary, you got the link too. So if y'all want to chat later on or something, y'all just holler at me and let me know. Me and Miss Malachi gonna sit back here and chat for a few minutes and stuff. I don't think I'm going to watch the sunrise over in the United Kingdom today. She's like, nope. But I love you all, and thank you all for stopping in and joining us, and thank you, Malachi, for coming up here with me. And I love you all, and peace be with y'all, and y'all have a blessed day. And remember, God loves you, and Miss Kim loves you. Like, share, and subscribe. I haven't said those words in a while. Hasta la vista.